Welcome to another round of The Pulse presented to you by the Endeavor Cinema Group. My name is Ike Duncan. I'm joined today by the lovely Miss Hallie Reiss. Thank you for being here, Hallie.
It's good to be here.
Appreciate it. Now tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Well, I am an associate producer with Jonathan Demme Presents Made in Texas, but I am also a film archivist, and I was part of the restoration team for the program.
Now you have been crucial to restoring Made in Texas.
Yes.
We're debuting that currently for the first time in Fort Worth. We're very happy to do that.
We're very excited to be showing as many Texas screenings as possible. So
now, Made in Texas, presented by Jonathan Demme, has made quite a bit of waves through history. How has that felt to work with such a historic piece of artwork?
It's been really exciting. Jonathan Demme has been a huge supporter of Texas films in particular, and these 6 films were brought to the Collective for Living Cinema in 1981 by Demme. It was actually the opening night of their fall program, and it was a sellout. It was standing room only.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of the filmmakers that were part of that original program, he championed later on in life. So,
like who?
We've got Paul Cullum, who is here with us, and we've also got the two more important ones that were here have also passed away.
Oh.
There was Brian Hansen, who is the director of Speed of Light, and also David Boone, who is the director of Invasion of the Aluminum People, which
both excellent films
are 2 of our champion films. So, but Jonathan Demme has stayed in touch with everyone and is still integral to this community, and especially these 2 films.
What does it take to restore films like these? Because these were made within the time frame, correct me if I'm wrong, 1978 to...
Yeah, it was about 1978 to 1980, and the films were all 16 millimeter, and Invasion of the Aluminum People was actually 8 millimeter. And so the first step is finding them. They're not, because they're short films, a lot of the time the actual elements are all over the place. They're in people's garages and they're in archives and they're
into obscurity.
Exactly. So a lot of the time we have to find out where the prints are. In one case, we found 3 of our films we had prints of in Lee Daniels, the cinematographer's garage. He is a hoarder, like all of us, and had a bunch of prints of these films. So,
yeah, he was working on his own archive.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the next step is obviously cleaning and scanning. We have a great restoration team in London. Mark Rance runs Watchmaker Films, and he's worked with the Lewis Black Productions for several films. We've already done an Eagle Pennell film. We're actually working on another Eagle Pennell film. We've got a few more in the works. So, yeah, and so then we work on just frame by frame restoration.
Frame by frame. So you can get it done in a couple days then?
No, it's a very lengthy process. With shorts in particular, it can take several months per short. If you're working on a feature, it can take much longer than that, obviously. And then it also depends on the level of restoration that you want to use. For example, Invasion of the Aluminum People, when it first came out, that's the 8 millimeter film, was they said that it looked like it had been processed in a washing machine. So restoring that was interesting because we didn't want to take away the integrity of the sort of grittiness of the actual film. And the first run we did of it was actually too clean. And so we actually had to go back through and allow for more of the sort of grittiness and scratches and things like that. So there's a certain level of...
So you did too good of a job, basically.
Yeah, Mark did too good of a job. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting process.
Now, you were telling me before we got started here that there was a couple of different perspectives on how this all came to be and that you would do the job that you're doing.
Yeah, so there's basically 2 different roads, but they both led to the same place. The sort of more common story is that Lewis Black and his partner Sandy Boone, who is actually the widow of David Boone, they're now in love and very happy, and they've been in touch with Jonathan Demme throughout all these years. So Demme invited them out to be on the set of Ricky and the Flash, his new film, they just sort of went out to dinner one night and were talking about how great it would be if they put out these films on DVD. The other story is 2 years ago, Lewis invited me to go see a screening of Speed of Light and Invasion of the Aluminum People at Austin Film Festival, which Demme actually produced, or he produced that screening as well. So he was there and he did a Q&A. And then that's just sort of, I got interested in those films and the Made in Texas project. And so the balls were rolling and it was gonna happen no matter what. So it's very exciting that it's actually coming to fruition.
Well, the films look fantastic.
Yes, I'm very happy with them.
Excellent job. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Hallie Reiss, one more time, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.